Welcome back. It has been a while. Oh, I'm getting some lag. That's always just been a problem for me with this game. I don't know what to do about it. Anyway, it's been a while. And in fact, I really don't feel like... I haven't felt much like making videos last week or so. And I have been posting them just because I have so much footage saved up for the other two series I'm doing, but not for this one. I haven't posted a Gothic II video in 5 or 6 days maybe. And I just felt like I really should. I could keep spamming Thief or Dark Souls, but this is one that I definitely want to kind of focus on just because of its length. I'm sure Thief will be done long before this. But to be honest, I think I started Gothic II a little earlier than I should have, because I haven't really been in the mindset or the mood for this game. Probably because it was too soon after I finished Gothic 1 with Dark Mysteries, which took a long time. And so once this is finished, I'm not going to start the next Gothic game for a while. And by the way, the next Gothic related thing I'm not doing, the next Gothic game that I'm doing is not going to be Gothic 3. It's going to be something that's kind of in between. But it's not an official release. I'm sure some of you might be aware of what I'm talking about. You know, I kind of realized something that I have not been doing, which is, how much money do I have? You see these shrines? Oh shit, rats. Rat. Singular. These shrines you can pray at, and if you leave 100 gold, it'll increase one of your stats. And you can do it, I think, once a day. And, 10 times, I think. Either 10 or 20. And it all depends on your guild. Every time your guild changes, the counter starts over. So if you max out once, then you join a guild, and you can start it over again. And apparently it's a huge help, but I just haven't been paying attention, so we're gonna try it. Only 100, dexterity plus 1. That's not that helpful for me. So I am tempted to just kind of do I won't film it, but I'll do it as like an aside, just to make sure I get all of that. And then I'll do it again when I'm join the monastery. It costs 100 gold every time though, so it gets kind of expensive. Anyway, I'm just gonna give it a shot and see if it works, and if I get too lazy, then I'll just stop. See you in a moment. Alright, so even though I think I could go a little further, I'm just gonna stop there, because I'm kind of running low on money. I mean, I got 800, that's enough for 8 more prayers, but that would leave me nothing left to spend. And I think if you join the novices, you can still level up your weapon skills at the same rate. But once you become a mage, it takes double the learning points to actually level up combat skills, like anything not related to magic. And whack! Shit, you got me. Yeah, dexterity he got to 20, strength to 30. That dexterity is enough to use a better bow. It's not really a big deal because I don't use bows all that much. I can kill those one hit with it at least. But without a high bow skill, you can't hit enemies that are too far away. At least not easily. Shit. Rather meat while we're here. had some thoughts that I was going to say, but I've already forgotten them. Let's talk to this guy right quick.
Hey, you!
Innos be with you. What can I do for you, Wanderer?
Where will this path take me?
The path leads to the monastery of the Magicians of Fire. However, access is permitted only to the servants of Innos. If you want to be accepted as a novice in the monastery, you must bring a sheep and 1,000 gold pieces.
I don't know why their voices always change when they mention the 1,000 gold pieces. It's really weird.
What are you doing here?
I am a magician of fire, a priest of our god, Innos. This shrine is consecrated to him, the highest god, the creator of the fire and lord of justice. People come to me in order to pray to Innos and be blessed. And for a small donation, you can get many useful things from me.
Alright, so he sells stuff, he'll bless you. I don't think his blessing really does
Innos watch
anything,
over you.
to be honest. I don't think he sells anything useful, but we'll be back to see him again later. So someone from Piranha Bytes, I guess he's a forum member at this Risen fan site called World of Risen. And it's like a forum basically. Wow, that was a humongous frame rate dip. But he didn't really give any details, but he did confirm that Piranha Bytes are working on a new game. But that's all he said. Like someone asked him, "Can you tell us about anything about your next project?" And he said, "No, I can't say anything except that we are indeed working on one." So that's about it. No suggestion of if it's going to be another Risen game, if they actually intend to make use of their newly reacquired Gothic license. I guess it's not newly reacquired, they got it a couple of years ago, but they were focusing on Risen 2, so... Considering how Risen 2 didn't do too well, I'm thinking they might try to go with another Gothic game. 'Cause that's a well-established franchise for them. But Joe Wood and Spellbound might have butchered it with Gothic 4. Who knows? Wow. I don't know what to say about the frame rate problems I'm getting. They're definitely not that bad with without fraps running. But I think this game just doesn't really use the full power of the video card I have. That's what I've heard. The ATI video cards, I don't know why. I always get problems with those, but every laptop I've ever seen uses ATI or whatever it is. I don't know that much about video cards, like, at all. So I may be saying a lot of stupid things right now.
Welcome to the monastery of Innos, stranger. I am Brother Pedro, a humble servant of Innos and the warder of the gate to the holy monastery. What is it you require?
I wish to enter.
I want to enter the monastery.
Only the servants of Innos are allowed to enter the monastery. If you want to pray to Innos, go find one of the roadside shrines. You will find the tranquility to pray there.
That's not what I mean.
What do I have to do to be accepted in the monastery?
If you want to be accepted into the Brotherhood of Innos, you must learn and obey the rules of the monastery. Also, we demand the gifts to Innos from each new novice. A sheep and 1,000 gold pieces.
Now, that's a whole lot of gold.
He's the only one
It is
who
a
doesn't
sign that
hesitate
you are
before
beginning a new
saying
life as a
1,000 gold.
servant of Innos. When you are accepted, you will be forgiven all your previous transgressions. And consider, you cannot take back the decision to become a servant of Innos.
Being a mage is tricky in this game, but I'm gonna take a gamble with it.
What are the rules you live by?
Innos is the god of truth and justice, and thus we may never lie or commit a crime. Should you transgress against a brother of the community or steal our property, you will pay a penalty for it. Innos is also the god of law and fire. As a novice, you must show obedience and respect to all magicians of fire.
I see.
Furthermore, it is the duty of a novice to carry out all the work in the monastery for the good of the community. If you are prepared to follow these rules and have the offering to Innos, we are willing to accept you into our monastery as a novice.
So I can mention the statuette. First thing I'm gonna do, though, is make a separate save. I don't really remember what these were. Oh, this one's kind of funny, but you guys will see that later. Alright, this is one where I finished the game, so I'm actually gonna save over this. I'm gonna save it as guildless. That way, if I ever decide to go back and change things, I have this save from before I joined any guild.
I've got this statuette here. I think they're missing it in the monastery. Can I come in now?
Well, under these truly exceptional circumstances, you are free to become a novice.
I don't know why he's got the authority to make that decision. He's just a novice. One of the mages should be
I
the one
want to become a
decide that.
novice.
Is that really what you wish to do? For you must know that there will be no turning back for you then.
Yes, I want to dedicate my life to the service of Innos.
Then be welcome, brother. I give to you the key to the monastery gate. As a sign of your free decision, it is up to you to open the gate and step through. You are now a novice. Wear this robe as a sign that you are now a member of this brotherhood. When you are in the monastery, go to Parlin. He'll see to your needs from now on.
Will my transgressions be forgiven now?
Not yet. Speak to Master Parlin. He will bless you and wash you clean of your sins.
Time to get baptized. Not really, but this robe is marginally better than the leather armor. So that's pretty nice. Anyway, here's Master Parlin.
Welcome, new novice. I am Parlin,
I am...
a novice. It is not important who you were before. Now you are a servant of Innos. That is all that matters. And with the acceptance into the Brotherhood of Fire, all of your previous transgressions will be forgiven. May Innos bless this man who places his life in his service and wash away his sins.
And now?
First, you will fulfill the duties of a novice. You will work and serve the Brotherhood. You can give your gold to Gorax, our steward. You will find him in the winery. When you have done that, we shall speak about your work here
No,
in the
the
monastery.
subtitles were very different than what he actually said. Before I do anything else, I want to show you something that's quite funny. It's obviously a bug, but I can't help but like laugh my ass off every time I hear it. Usually I'm not expecting it though, I always forget about it. This time I remember.
So you're the new novice. Well, I assume you have already been given a task by Master Parlin. You know that everyone within the community of fire must carry out his duty according to the will of Innos.
Alright, pay attention.
Some citizens of Corinus have mysteriously disappeared.
Take your tribute to Gorax at the monastery at once. He will handle it further.
The same is true for the investigation of the
it's not supposed to
unusual
happen.
earthquakes in the northeastern regions of Corinus. So far, I have not received notice that our intervention would be required. Therefore, we are not going to take any steps in this matter.
Yes, but
No buts. We shall proceed as we see fit, and I hope even you are going to respect that.
Anyway, he's the highest fire mage. We'll talk to him later. There's a lot to be done here. It's not a very big place, but there's a lot to do. This is all still the first chapter, and it's gonna take a while. But once this is over, things really start rolling.
Can I be of assistance to you?
here,
I've got the statuette that Daron was supposed to bring to the monastery.
It is truly embarrassing that such a valuable piece is brought to us by an aspiring novice. Nevertheless, this confirms your commitment to serve Enos. I'm very obliged to you, young novice.
I'm looking for a place to sleep.
There's an empty bed right next door. The first on the right, next to the entrance. You can sleep there. You can store your belongings in one of the unused chests. And remember, you have no business entering the sleeping chambers of the magicians. You're also not allowed to enter the library, unless you've been given permission.
There's no real reason to store stuff in this game, because your inventory is unlimited.
What's your task here?
My tasks are many and varied. Not only am I the steward, but I am also the treasurer. Moreover, I supervise the wine cellar, and I'm in control of the monastery's food supplies. So, if there's anything you need, you can always come to me and get it. For a modest contribution, that is.
Of course.
I need a few things.
So I can wear this. I don't think I will, though. I got nothing to really sell them. So that's that. Yoink. Let's go back and talk to Harlan about a task. How can I serve you, my lord?
How can I serve the community?
Speak to the other magicians. They will give you tasks. I will oversee your work, and when you have fulfilled your duties adequately, you will receive permission to enter the library to study the word of Enos.
Do you have an assignment for me?
Yes, there is indeed something you can do for the community. The novices' chambers could do with a good sweeping. Take care of that.
But that will take forever.
Then you'd better start right away, hadn't you?
Yeah, I don't think so. You can try to do that if you want. I'll show you what happens.
Sweeping all the chambers will take forever.
So as you can see,
Sweeping all the chambers will take forever.
he just turns into a robot. But you don't have to do it yourself.
Hello. You're also new here, aren't you?
Yes, how long have you been here?
I've been here for 4 weeks. Have you already been given a fighting staff?
Not so far.
Then take this one. We novices all carry a staff as a sign of our ability to defend ourselves. Can you fight?
Well, I've wielded a weapon or two.
If you want, I can teach you something. However, I have a request.
What request would that be?
Well, one of the paladins, Sergio, is in the monastery at the moment. If you can persuade him to go through a few exercises with me, then I'll train you.
I shall see what can be done. I'm supposed to sweep the novices' chambers.
You've saddled yourself with a lot of work there. You know what? I'll help you. You'll never finish that alone. But I really need a Fist of Wind spell scroll. You know, I got lucky and was allowed to read a book about it. And now, naturally, I want to try the spell. So get me the spell scroll and I'll help you.
I don't have one, I don't think. Nope. I gotta buy one. As far as I know, that's the only way to get it. I think he has one, though.
Do you have an assignment for me?
You novices have worked hard lately, and those who work a lot shall eat a lot too. I'm giving you a key to the larder. You'll find some mutton sausages there. Distribute them among the novices, but fairly. Once you've done that, you can come see me again.
I need a few things.
There it is. It's only 60 bucks. Not a big deal. Bring it back to this guy and he'll help us sweep.
About the spell scroll.
Do you have a Fist of Wind spell for me?
Here's the spell scroll you wanted.
That's good. Then I'll help you clean the chambers.
What? So that's one down. There's 4 chambers in total, though.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Hey,
What do you want?
what are you doing here?
I have transgressed against the precepts of the community. Now I'm waiting for the decision of the High Council, whether I may remain in the monastery.
Anything's possible.
Tell me what happened.
I took a book from the rooms of the magicians while I was sweeping,
Told you that.
so I could read it later. Master Highglass noticed it immediately, of course, and asked me about the book. Out of fear of
Can't go
being
on like this
punished,
forever.
I lied about it. But he caught me later when I was in my chamber with the book. He was really angry and informed the High Council. Now they are discussing whether I can stay.
Is there any way I can help
Those are
you?
all just
No.
rumors.
I've been delivered up to the mercy of Innos and the magicians.
All over again.
What a
All
depressing
kinds
guy.
of rumors.
I don't think this
can
guy
I do
will help
for you?
us.
Why aren't you working?
I am permitted to study the teachings of Innos. I seek wisdom in his words. One day, he would choose me. And then, I shall take the test of magic and enter the circle of fire.
Who are the chosen?
The novices whom Innos has ordained to take the test of magic. He who passes it is accepted into the ranks of the magicians of fire.
How can I be chosen?
You have no influence on that. Innos alone chooses his novices, and the High Council announces his will.
What is the test of magic?
A test which is announced by the High Council to all chosen novices. It is an assignment in which faith and cleverness are put to the test. All the chosen novices take part, but it is only possible for one of them to complete it successfully.
How can I study the scriptures?
You must gain access to the library. However, Master Parlin will only give you the key if you have first finished your duties.
Alright, so he's not going to help us.
Hey, you!
But that's a hint for the future, what he just told us there.
I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
Sure, I'll help. We novices have to stick together. One hand washes the other. I just need 50 gold pieces because I still have to pay
everyone
Parlan.
needs something.
All right, I'll pay.
Good, then I'll get started.
Alright, that's 2 chambers down.
What do you want?
I'm new here.
So I see. If you still don't have any work, talk to Parlin. He'll assign you some.
What are you planting here?
We're trying to grow healing plants that Master Neoras can use to brew potions.
Alright, you're not important. Not yet. This
Wait a
guy
minute.
might help us. I'm not sure.
I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
Hey, I'd do it, but I'm really busy.
Alright, I guess not. This guy won't. Let's talk to him anyway.
Hello. You must be the new guy. I'm Obelus. I take care of the sheep around here.
How long have you been in the monastery?
I've been here 3 years, but so far I haven't studied, although I'd like to.
Why not?
My job is looking after the sheep, not studying the scriptures. As long as Master Parlin doesn't release me from this duty, I'm not allowed to study in the library.
I don't think he wants you drooling on the books, that's why.
How shall I act here in the monastery?
Never lie to a magician. Don't transgress against a brother of the community. Respect the property of the community. If you violate these rules, you have to pay a penalty to Master Parlin. Apart from that, I can only advise you to be careful around Aegon. If you don't watch out, you'll end up like Babo.
Who are Aegon and Babo?
Aegon takes care of the herb garden. He's also a novice, but he acts like he was the chosen one himself. Babo came to the monastery shortly before you. At first he helped Aegon in the herb garden. But they must have had a fight, and Babo has been sweeping the courtyard ever since.
Do you know what happened?
Not exactly. You'll have to ask them. But Aegon's word has more weight than that of the other novices because he's the governor's nephew.
Is there anything you can teach me?
Sure, I used to beat up people. I can show you how to strengthen your arms. But I'd like to learn something about potions, especially about magic potions.
How can I help you with that?
Well, if you work for Neoras, you'll certainly have an opportunity to borrow one of his recipes for a short time. If you bring it to me so that I can take a look at it, I'll train you.
Now, it turns out that recipe can go to one of two people. He's one of them, but you won't be able to finish the other quest if you give it to him. I'll worry about Aegon and Babo later. I just want to finish up this sweeping job. I can only think of one other guy who will help. He's down here. Oh, there must be another one in the church or something.
I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
Am I the only one helping you?
No, I've already got some help.
Then I'm in.
Alright. Whoa. Alright, there must be another one praying in the church or something. And with that, we should be done. Yep, here's a couple.
Hey, you! I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
Oh dear. You just got here and you let them make you do the sweeping already? Console yourself. It was exactly the same with me when I first got here, and that's why I'm going to help you. It would be ridiculous if we couldn't handle it.
Alright. That's all 4 chambers taken care of.
Hey, you! About the novices' chambers.
You actually managed to find 4 novices to help you. I think they can now return to their daily work. Well done, novice. You have accomplished the task I set you.
That's no secret.
I'm looking for the Eye of Innos.
I don't know who told you about that, but the divine artifact is not accessible to anyone.
Where is the Eye of Innos kept?
The fewer people know this secret, the better it is protected. Seek for it, and you will not find it.
Those are all just rumors.
Alright. He's not going to tell us anything about it.
Got no time for things like that.